Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Noah R stream of the day. Uh, no, I'm not watching DC Fandom. I don't really care to keep up with everything going on in the events because my friends will scream at me later about everything that's going on. So today, as you can see, last week I made James Weiss. This guy from he's an original character. He's from my head. He's here, and I made him, and he's a skeleton. So that doesn't really matter much. But oh well. However, uh, we are not here to just stare at this static image of Weiss all day, because today I will be drawing another original character from the same story as Weiss, and that would be this kid named Lemmy. Now, Lemmy is kind of my main original character. He is the one that I've kept up with, I guess, as much as Skull. And so it made sense that he'd be the next one that I did. So, without further ado, as the people say, I'll get started. So I guess, since it's already been brought up, DC Fandom is going to be the big topic for today, because that's going on. If you would like to watch that, go watch it. I will not be offended if you leave, but it does help the algorithm if I get more viewers. So if you are feeling charitable and would like to stay here while I draw in a much more relaxed environment than all of the DC stuff going on, then more power to you. He looks like when you draw it yourself. Yeah, that's kind of where he comes from. He's very much in this story that I've created. He's very much my avatar. He's the one that connects the most with me personally, because I base him a lot on my own stuff going on in my life. But that's it's not to say he's a self-insert, because I've made sure not to make him a self-insert at all, because he has his own insecurities and problems that are not at all connected to me. Maybe when Lemmy dies, he becomes a skeleton guy. It's a good theory, but no. They are definitely two separate characters. Weiss becomes a sort of mentor for Lemmy in Technocalypse, as the story is called. So they're definitely not the same character. Does he use mid-legs? Yes, he does. He's a shorter guy, way shorter than most of the other characters, so mid-legs are kind of necessary. He also has a jetpack, because jetpack. Curved lines. So, Fandom. That's what's been going on, and I guess I can talk about some of my thoughts on that. Um, so, a lot of the things going on, I've kind of gone on record by saying I'm not a huge fan of DC. I prefer Marvel in the movies, I guess. DC movies just don't really interest me all that much, but there was the Suicide Squad, the one directed by James Gunn. A couple teasers for that came out, and that is what really interests me because I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love that tone, and seeing as Suicide Squad was sort of billed as a uh, billed as a Guardians of the Galaxy light. Um, it's really ironic that James Gunn is directing it, but just from the teaser, it looks like it has an identity all its own, and some of the casting choices just seem phenomenal. Like Peter Capaldi as the Thinker, that's the one that stuck out to me because I love Peter Capaldi. He's a great actor, and I love him from Doctor Who, and giving him the role of the Thinker just seems absolutely perfect. Yeah, Polka Dot Man and Suicide Squad. That's awesome. It just seems like they've given him so much more freedom to choose some of the ridiculous characters. There's a few characters in that lineup that I have never heard of. Like I've never heard of TDK, even though he's Nathan Fillion, and Nathan Fillion is also awesome. I've never heard of Bloodsport. Who's Elba's character. I've never heard of Weasel, who's Sean Gunn's guy. I just it seems like it's gonna definitely be its own thing, and I cannot wait for that. Oh, they're talking about Young Justice. Season 4 would be coming out this year, wouldn't it? Or is it coming out next year? I don't know. I hope season 4, if season 4 comes out soon, I hope it's better than season 3. I'm not the kind of person to give up on a show after a bad season. I mean, I stuck with The Flash after season 3, and that was no easy task, but even if I didn't like season 3 of Young Justice, I think there's the potential for them to improve a lot. So I'll wait with ideas. That sentence made no sense. Oh, there's actually 3 GOTG actors in the Suicide Squad. Michael Rooker is playing this guy. I don't even remember what his name is. Michael Rooker, he played Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy. Sean Gunn is playing Weasel, and was the he was Kraglin, but also the motion capture guy for almost everything in that movie. The first one, especially. Um, and then Steve Agee, who's going to be the voice of King Shark. He was the Ravager Jeff in Volume 2. And I wouldn't be surprised if there were more Guardians of the Galaxy actors in the movie. If Chris Pratt shows up in any role, it has my money immediately. Dude. trying to get the hands out of the way as soon as possible. God, hands. Hey, first try. Oh yes, Taika Waititi is going to be in it. I thought at first that he would be the voice um of King Shark. Where'd you get? Where is there a confirmation that he's going to play Clock King? Because I think that could work. Um, I just don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 didn't really waste Stallone. He was meant as a cameo role. A cameo role to show that Yondu was losing his way as a Ravager, to give him some conflict. And then just as a cameo for Starhawk, but also Stallone himself. He's probably going to have a bigger role in Volume 3. Or maybe just another cameo if he like shows up, steals some crap like he says at the end of Volume 2, but not in those words exactly, and just flies off again. Not every big actor has to have a huge role in a movie. Some people just want to show up for a cameo, and that's all right. And it wasn't a wasted character cameo like Jimmy Olsen in BVS, because there's still more that can be done with Starhawk. James Gunn obviously knows that because they gave him a post-credit scene, but I really don't see it as wasted. He's one of my favorite actors, and I'd love to see him have a bigger role in the MCU. Yeah, and I understand that, but I'd say just wait for it. James Gunn is not the kind of person to waste an opportunity with a character, as you're seeing with Suicide Squad, because he's pulling out everybody that he can. So I'm sure that Stallone is going to show up again as Starhawk, and at least have maybe more of the same in Volume 3 or a little bit more. Please do not make any of the viewers uncomfortable, or you will be banned from the stream. It's not something I'd like to do, but it's something that I will do because I want my streams and anything I'm connected to really to be a fun place for people. And if you're not willing to make it a fun place for people, then you're going to get booted. So just keep that in mind. I don't like to talk about it either, but I will. So Lemmy has a jetpack. It's one of his favorite things in the world. He does tricks on it. He does other he does a lot with his jetpack. In the story, I don't think he ever, like, if I remember correctly, he never takes it off and is just floating around the entire time. So it's just he's a boy who loves his jetpack. What's my next CMF series? I think my next CMF series is going to be something for the Netflix series of unfortunate events. Not because it's relevant, not because it means anything to a lot of people, but just because it's something I really like, and I'd like to commemorate some of my enjoyment of the series in a CMF series. Because I'm not the kind of person to make something just because it's relevant. I make it because I like it. I made the Avatar Series 2 because it was relevant, but also because I did want to make a Series 2. And lucky for me, Avatar is very relevant. That's pretty darn sweet. Let's see. Gonna try to make ball cap. Think you should do a Rebels series. I think I haven't seen Rebels in a while, and Rebels was never really my favorite show. But that's something that I probably will do someday. Maybe if the Rebels sequel series that's been rumored for so long is announced, that'll give me the incentive to watch the show again. And then if I watch the show again, I'll be able to sort of pick out a list that I can make. Because I know a lot of people love Rebels. I liked Rebels when it was coming out, but I didn't love it. I definitely prefer Clone Wars, but it's still really good. One of my favorite Star Wars experiences ever is watching Twilight of the Apprentice with my best friend when it came out. And gosh, Twilight of the Apprentice is so good. If you've never seen Rebels, just watch Twilight of the Apprentice. It is the best episode of the show, and it's just one of the best Star Wars stories. Man. Oh yeah. If anybody in this stream hasn't, go support Top Lego 8 and Mini Bricks Gravity Falls project on Lego Ideas. I'm not huge on promoting other people because I'm the best, obviously, and I don't think I should promote others if they're not the best. But this Gravity Falls project definitely is the best. So please go support it. I think the outline's done of Lemmy. And so that's cool. But there's also, you might be wondering why there's a brown Niffler right here. That's because it's not going to be a Niffler. That's because it's going to be this beaver named Beavy, who is Lemmy's pet, and pretty much the only thing he loves more than his jetpack. Don't really know how I'm gonna accomplish this. So this will be your guys' first look at me designing like a totally new piece. Not like Skull's arms last week, but like a completely new piece. And how I do that. The beaver's name is Beavy. He does kind of have Mabel from Gravity Falls energy. It wasn't intentional, but now that you mention it, it's kind of accurate. So the way I design a new piece like this, for like an animal or something, is I choose a piece that's of a similar size and shape that would fit the character. And I kind of get something in my throat. And I design a character all based around that piece. Just so I can have something to go off of. And this will be cool. Okay, so I think I have the head shape. Make that a bit bigger. Maybe a bit bigger. And then the arms are going to be a very similar shape to the Niffler's arms already. Because he has kind of that same... This is like the pose I imagine animals make when they start chittering, like... So, making the arm here. This is not... Okay, there. Here's his arms. And it'll... There. Nope, not there. Remember, kids, when you say there, that means that it'll absolutely not be there as soon as you zoom away and look at it. That's like law of diminishing returns or something, I think. Let me see. Now, because his legs are a bit thicker, I'm gonna bring him down here and work on them, make them a bit bigger than Niffler legs here. Make some random shapes. Put some random shapes on other shapes, and then you have a good shape, because that's how that works. Four viewers right now. That's pretty good. How many people have been watching the Fandome today? Because I know quite a few people who were very interested in that. I guess I should also mention the Arkham Knights. Is it? No, Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights game that was announced. Because that also looks pretty cool. Because you get to play as Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin, and Red Hood after Batman seemingly dies. Even though he's definitely not going to be dead the whole game. I will bet money on that. But there's still probably going to be people that are going to be upset. Like, why are we getting a Batman game without Batman? I didn't ask for a Robin game. Robin's lame. But he's not. Robin's cool. This one will be Damian Wayne, I think. With Dick Grayson Nightwing and Jason Todd, Red Hood, and Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Hello, Pat Bricks. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. And I'll just give him the flat beaver tail. There we go. Maybe change up the leg a bit because it's not working for me. We'll say, I'd like to have a few more people to talk to. 'Cause it's kind of quiet today. You guys give me stuff to talk about, so I'm not just making inane commentary while working on this drawing. Okay, yeah, the foot's still not working for me. Let's see if I can make it a bit wider, or maybe change it just enough to where it's on the same plane as the other foot. It's going well. Welcome to the stream of Wex Bricks. There's a lot of channels with bricks in the name. You'd think we're all Lego fans or something. Okay. Now for the ears. He has very floppy ears. So I don't have to do much. I don't have to worry much about them. Because I can just kind of go like that. Give it some thickness. I can copy it and paste it. What you doing? I am drawing Lemmy, an original character of mine from the same story as the Weiss guy that I drew last week. And his pet beaver, Beavy. These two are some characters I really like. So I thought it would be fitting to draw them now. Okay, I think that's a good outline for Beavy. Maybe just change this up a bit. So it's a bit more uniform. Yeah, that works. So, Beavy's done. Aside from the tail cross-hatching. There. Okay, now I can get into the actual designing of the figure. I might do BV first. Just add his beady little eyes and some color. Make sure that he's all done. Oh, forgot his buck teeth. Most important part of him. So there's the buck teeth. And Beavy's face is usually very disinterested with anything that is going on. Come on, just work. Work with me. I can clean this up a bit. Aw, thank you. I'm sure Beavy likes being called cute. Now I'll add the eyes. Since it's on an animal face like this, he's gonna look a bit like the eyes are a bit on a different level. A bit squashed. Not that squashed. Just sort of squashed. There, that's better. Flip it to the other side. And because this side is further away from us, I'll make this just a bit more squashed. There we go. I think that works. And I can add all the color. Thankfully, he's very brown. That's really all I have to do for him. Let's see here. Fix his arm a bit. There. And fill in some of the blank spots. There. And thank you for liking it. Man, it is quiet today. Been playing a lot of Mario Odyssey lately. Because I got back into that game. Oh, there's BB. He's done. Perfect. He's beloved. I'll rename his folder BB. So now, since he's in a folder, I can just click hide. And now I can work on Lemmy himself. Thankfully, this shouldn't take so long because he has a very simple design of just backpack straps, big letter L on his chest, giant sunglasses, wide grin, shorts, and some tennis shoes. So this should be pretty quick. Work on his shirt first. No, not that much. Come on. I know by saying it's not going to take very long, I'm jinxing myself to where it will take a horrible amount of time. So there's his pockets. Okay. Pockets are done. And I can draw the shorts really fast. Epic. Thank you. I love being called epic. Because I don't feel epic every day. Sometimes you have days where things are very not epic, and you just gotta roll with them. They suck, but they're part of life. So, you be epic as much as you can, but on the days you can't be, you just can't. Epic is a state of mind, and sometimes you just can't really achieve that state of mind. You gotta work towards it. Gotta work towards being epic. I think everybody has the potential to be epic. Everybody deserves a chance to be epic. It's a mixture of working at being epic for yourself, but also letting others help you to be epic. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I started talking about philosophical epicness, and I don't know why. Here's the strap for the backpack. And there's the strap. Actually, not really. There. There's the straps. Actually, I'm going to add a bit more detailing into the strap just to make it pop a bit more. There we go. There. I can connect that. Then copy this. Paste it over here. A lot of what I do for drawing is trying to find the easiest way and cheating my way through. And you know what? It's just as valid as anybody else. Because art is hard and shortcuts are not. So sometimes you gotta make the worst decision. Roll with it, and I still don't really know what I'm talking about. So take nothing I ever say as fact. Because I'm fallible. I'm not perfect. And I make a lot of mistakes, especially in drawing. But I'm working on getting better every day. Okay. Like this L. This is a very wonky L. And I'm going to try to fix it. Almost there. There. I think that works. Have to round this out a bit. There. And for the L, see it has that blue outline on there. Be able to there. Copy this. Cut it. Delete all of these. Fill. And select the blue color. And merge layers. And bada bing, bada boom. Wow, that's really very wonky. To the one person still watching, you're my favorite fan. Thank you. Everybody else is awful. They don't deserve to be fans. They're not true fans of Noah R. Oh, hello.
Hi. I'm eating tortilla chips.
If you are the one person watching, please say, I'm the #1 fan in the live chat, and you will get nothing for it except my peace of mind.
Except, you might just be sleeping. Like, you fell asleep watching it, you know?
That's a possibility.
I mean, you are a boring person by nature.
Thank you. If you are sleeping during this live stream and you're the one person online, that means nobody is a true fan, because no true fan would sleep through my work. So I just don't have any fans is what I'm learning today. Because that's sad. When people aren't listening to me, this is when I get the most entertaining. Because I can say anything I want. Like, my fans are all terrible, and I'm smart, and I could say that. You can't. Nobody can tell me any differently, because you're all gone.
Do you upload your streams
I do.
to YouTube?
I do. So anybody listening to this on YouTube after it's uploaded, you don't count because you weren't here. You weren't here for me when I needed you most. So you're not my fans either. I have no true fans except for the one person who still hasn't responded to the comments. So Lemmy's plugging along, even though nobody cares.
Or maybe the person just can't use chatting, because whenever I go on YouTube and like
The one
live
person,
chat,
seriously.
I can't even like chat on live.
I'm relying on you. Turn it. I'm relying on you, man. Don't come through for me in the clutch. I need you in the clutch. If there is a clutch. I don't think there is a clutch anymore. The clutch is gone. So one thing you'll notice, even though I'm talking to nobody, is that Lemmy makes expressions using his sunglasses. Sunglasses can't do that in the real world. At least I don't think. But Lemmy's do, because he's special. So I'm going to try to capture that in here. His very expressive sunglasses. And they're huge. They're absolutely humongous. You see?
Wow.
They have thick rims. THICC even rims. I don't know what brand they are. Ray-Ban, Aviator.
The glasses kind.
Sure. So I feel a different kind of, like, chaos coming on. Not like a couple weeks ago when I made the Captain Shazam. When, like, I stayed up too late doing this and I was completely unprepared. But I mean, like, a chaos where nobody's here to tell me to, like, shut up. So I can just say whatever. And none of you were here for it. I'm just gonna guilt trip you all until the day I die.
Well, you can't guilt trip them because they can't hear you.
True. I can't guilt trip anyone right now. So here's his giant grin. Giant grin is a facade like entirely a facade. Lemmy is actually a very depressed character. But you don't realize that until chapter 3.
Chapter what?
Chapter 3. Look, there he goes. The boy is strange, no question. Dazed and distracted, can't you tell? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh. If nobody's here, I'm not making any. 2 people!
Oh!
One more person joined.
Wait,
Hello.
When you lose yourself.
Oh,
that makes.
hey Drew. Thank you for coming back. Coming back in the clutch. You were the only person here. I'm pretty sure there's one other person, but I think he's either asleep or dead. You're my only true fan, so thank you. Just trying to get this done. I'm nearly finished. Just gotta finish the coloring too. And add some highlights to his sunglasses, because sunglasses highlights are some of the most important things in sunglasses. You were gone for a bit, now you're back. Well, thank you for coming back, because
I'm eating tortilla chips.
yes, he is. Okay, now gonna go right into coloring. And hopefully get this done soon. World is really gone if you only have one fan. I know, it's sad existence. So Lemmy has the gray cap with red highlights. For right now,
Like orange.
nah, that's red. It's supposed to be red.
Okay, I'll try it with water.
See, other fans would get to listen to my brother trying tortilla chips with water, but they're not here because they're lame, and I don't really. If they're not here, they don't deserve to hear my brother eating tortilla chips with water. Does Lemmy have a backstory? His backstory is very interconnected with the backstory of Technocalypse. So in Technocalypse, there's a big leader of the corporation Benterprises, and his name is Ben Cross. And Lemmy is the son of Ben's fiance, and he sees Ben as his father, even if Ben doesn't really care all that much about him. And so throughout the story, he's doing his best to get Ben's approval and hopefully become someone that Ben could call a son. All the while, Skull comes in and meets Lemmy, and you start to find out that Skull would be a much better father figure for Lemmy.
This tastes so weird. You dared me. You just disliked your own
How did I dislike my own video? There's 2 dislikes?
Aha!
Who disliked my video?
Yo, whoever's watching,
Me and
unlike
Nathan.
and dislike.
The tortilla chips and water taste horrible, by the way.
Like, that's the Honestly, I'm not even mad because like he's committed if he's gonna dislike this video in particular. Though I don't really know how he would dislike this video in particular because nobody's watching except for you, Drew. Ben Cross is not Darren Cross's brother. His name is actually Benjamin Bennington Baltimore Cross III, and he's the leader of Benterprises. He was actually Skull's best, not Skull, Weiss's best friend when he was younger, but now they're both old, and Weiss is a skeleton.
Wait, why is Skull a skeleton?
I don't know, why is Skull a skeleton? And welcome, All Right Productions. Thank you for being here. It's
You can add a third dislike if you want.
I don't really want you to add a third dislike. I think Lemmy is pretty much done. I'm pretty proud of it. He turned out pretty good. As you can see, he's a very simple design, so there's really not much to do.
He looks like a Phineas and Ferb character.
He does look like a Phineas and Ferb character.
Is that Agent B?
That's BV.
Agent B?
It's not Agent B. Though he could be. I think I did once draw him in a fedora. You only see one dislike? Oh, yep, there's only one dislike.
Somebody
Undisliked. Thank you for doing that. Whoever stuck to it and like made the one dislike, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, where is Agent B?
Where is Agent B?
Yeah, why doesn't he have Agent B?
Oh, are you so sure about that? You'd know if you were a real fan
Wow, you just said he's...
that
Wow.
Agent B would be pretty close by. But you only see that now after I finish off Lemmy. Gonna make the
Apparently-
molding lines.
I stole the guy's joke, so
Oh,
I just want to say I'm sorry. Okay. Custom times. Been a rough year, and you know sometimes you just have to steal each other's jokes. Okay.
I don't think it's ever to the point where you steal someone's jokes. Like, that just seems like another level of desperate. You can steal someone's food, you can steal someone's water, you can steal someone's livelihood, steal someone's girlfriend, but you can't steal
Whoa.
their joke. You can't. Hey, I'm not wrong. Hey, another person.
What the heck does that mean? Why didn't you make Agent B?
Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh, never mind.
So there we go. There's Lemmy and Beavy. These are two of my best boys, and there's not all that much to them, but they're still very important to me, so I knew I'd have to make them at some point,
Whoa.
so I did.
5 people are watching.
Oh, they're all back.
Well, I didn't make time.
There. I think that's done. Now, like with Skull last week,
Yes,
gonna
that's
save
a
him.
Beaver. That's
I mean
Agent
Weiss
B.
last week. I'm gonna save him. That is a beaver. Yes. Oh, and this is close up of
I thought it was a dog.
no. And then like with Skull last week, I'm just gonna make the white outline, just to make it pop a bit more. And voila. There we go. That's Lemmy and Beavy. So, for the people that actually did watch today, I know there weren't many, and that makes me upset. Thank you for watching. I might take a break next week. I might not. I'm still thinking about it. But if I do, I will see you in 2 weeks. If I don't, I'll see you next week. But I thank you for seeing me draw Lemmy and Beavy, because, like I said, they're two characters that are very important to me. And until next time, later.
And if we learned anything this week, is to not eat tortilla chips with water.
And until next time... Actually, yeah, I know, Fandom, that's... I know that's why. I mentioned that earlier. But yeah, until next time, later.